Conversational Academy.
So in this video lecture, we're going to be talking about the psychology of conversations. So what we want to learn in this video is to understand the conversational techniques that humans use so that we can apply them in conversation design. Let's start with a silly joke. So two fish swimming in the water, and they see a third fish. And the third fish says, "Hello, hello. Isn't the water nice today?" And the two fish look at each other and they're like, "What is water?" You probably didn't laugh at that. It's a silly joke, but it illustrates a very important point. You see, fish were born in the water. They've always been in the water. They're not aware of the water. It's their life. Fish don't know they're in the water. And just like the fish, humans have been communicating for a very long time. We've been communicating for years and we do it all day long. So we're experts at it. But we do it so often and so much that we're not really aware of all the advanced techniques that we're actually using to make conversations run smoothly. So one of the advanced techniques that we use was discovered by Paul Grice, and it's called the cooperative principle. And what it means that during conversation, we cooperate by using common ground, mutual knowledge, and inferences in order to help the conversation move forward efficiently and reach goals. So there are four maxims of the cooperative principle. So there's quality, quantity, relevance, and manner. The maxim of quality. That means that we provide information that's true. So I'm talking to you now and you're watching this video, and you're gonna assume that what I tell you is well researched, that it's true, and that it's sincere. It is. Then there's the maxim of quantity. That means that we provide as much information as needed, no more or no less. So if we look at the maxim of quantity, let's look at this example. Do you know what time it is? Yes. That's for a chatbot or a voice assistant, for a bot, a good answer to the question. But humans would never answer it like that. So this is one of those things that's very easy for humans, but very difficult for bots. Or do you know what time it is? In Amsterdam, it's 10 past 4. In London, it's 10 past 3. In New York City, it's 10 past. You get the point. It could be a good answer to the question, but humans would understand that that's not actually the question that the other person is asking. We would just tell the other person what the time is. Very simple for people to understand, very difficult for a robot. Or, can you play the national anthem of the Netherlands? Sure, here you go. It's called the Wilhelmus. You see, if I had known that it was called the Wilhelmus, I probably would have said, "Can you play the Wilhelmus?" But since I just said, "Can you play the national anthem of the Netherlands?" a human would understand that I probably don't know that it's called the Wilhelmus. So we add just a little bit more information to make sure that we have a good conversation. Very simple for humans, very difficult for bots. Here's another example, and you're gonna see variations of this one all the time when you work on your chatbot or voice assistant. How many rooms are in your house? Well, there's the bathroom, there's the kitchen, there's 2 bedrooms, then there's an attic, there's a basement, and that's usually how people would answer that question. But the chatbot or voice assistant is still waiting for a number. So a bad conversation designer would write, "Please answer using a number." Most chatbot teams would probably create patterns in their natural language understanding. So they would make a list of all the different rooms that there could be, and then they would write synonyms for each and every one of them. And then whenever they hear bedroom, they would do +1, and when they hear kitchen, they do +1. And before you know it, you have a project and you're investing about 2 weeks of development power into solving this issue. But if you are a good conversation designer, you can just solve this issue with one simple sentence. So when somebody says, well, there's the living room and the bedroom and another bedroom and a kid's room and a playroom, you could just say, oh, I'm sorry, how many rooms was that? And then you're forcing your user in a very natural way to answer using a number. Here's another one. You can pay using PayPal or credit card. Do you want to pay? I'll use MasterCard. The lesson here is don't expect a yes or no answer to a yes or no question. People often don't do that. For bots, this is really difficult to pick up. And then the maxim of relevance. That means that we provide information that's useful and helpful, that it contributes to the goal. So if the assistant would ask, are you all set for the meeting today? And the user would say, what time does it start again? The assistant could say, please answer yes or no. But that's really weird, right? So he should infer that the information provided is actually relevant. So if we do this dialogue again, it could go like this. Are you all set for the meeting today? What time does it start again? You still have 3 more hours and it's only a 10-minute drive from here. That would be the more natural way this conversation could go. It's the same when you're in the train and the conductor walks in and he says, good morning. He doesn't say good morning. He actually says, show me your ticket. And people do this all the time because we're very advanced and very skilled communicators. For bots, this is really difficult to handle. And then the maxim of manner. No obscurity, ambiguity, be brief, and respect the user. So don't write your transaction has been completed. That's traditional web jargon. That's not how people talk. You want to say stuff like, okay, you're all set, which is much more natural, and that's how people communicate. So if we want to make things sound more natural, just think, how would this dialogue go when I order a coffee in the coffee shop down the street? That's usually a more natural tone than your transaction has been completed. So what have we learned in this class? Well, humans are very advanced communicators, and we use a lot of techniques to help each other create more efficient conversations. There are 4 maxims: quality, quantity, relevance, and manner. And what we need to do is we need to understand how advanced humans are in communication. We want to deconstruct natural conversations and break them down so we can understand the underlying techniques and then apply them very effectively to our conversation design. So if we understand the techniques that humans use, we can break them down and apply them to chatbots. And that's going to make conversations more helpful, natural, and persuasive. So I'll see you in the next video.
Conversational